Right then, so seeing as I'm not building any more today, I thought I'd just shoot a couple of reviews of products that I use just to try and assist here and there. So one of them is a sprocket jammer, and this is by Motion Pro, is this, and what it does is, in a nutshell, you can lock it into your back sprocket, so you can tighten your front sprocket up to torque settings without it spinning. And the next one is a gear jammer by Motion Pro, which I use, and again what you do is with this is you can lock it into various gears in your engines when you try to torque them up, stop them from turning, and it stops it from spinning basically, so you can torque it up. I use two of these tools. There is other variants available on the market, different brands, you know, and stuff like that, but these are what I use. I'm not sponsored by any of these people. I don't get a single penny from them. I don't get out for free from them, but I build a lot, so I just like to show you guys what you can get to make life easier when you come across certain problems, like trying to tighten up your front sprocket and it, even though it's in gear, it's sat on floor, you can't torque it up because it's spinning wheel. A sprocket jammer. And same goes for gear jammers as well. Okay, so these two are Motion Pro. I go for Motion Pro because it's a branded name, it's good, I like the gear, I've followed them for years, I've seen the stuff that they do, and to be honest with you, I ain't had a great deal of stuff that I could honestly say has been poor from them. Whereas if I've ordered it from eBay or Amazon and it's unbranded, untested, it's been a pile of crap. So I video this because it is a quality brand, is Motion Pro, right? So put that to one side. Okay, and my next one is the Tusk Leak Down Tester. Okay, now if you don't know what a leak down tester is and the difference, you know, you'll have heard it, right? Or somebody will say, do a leak down test, do a leak down test if you've got problems, and you'll have sat there and thought, if you're not mechanically minded, you'll have sat there and thought, what the bloody hell's a leak down, you know? So there's a couple of bits of kit out there on the market that look very similar, right? And one of them is a compression tester just for your cylinder, and that is a dial with one of these on it, and it ain't got any of this on it whatsoever, and that part connects into that, and that part screws into the spark plug holder. This is a compression, that's a compression tester. All right, this is a leak down tester, and there is ones on eBay and stuff like that, and they've got two dials on them and stuff like that, but this is a Tusk one. Now I use a lot of Tusk gear, and I've used it for about 20 odd years, Tusk gear, right? From crank pullers, crankcase pullers to installers, bearing installers, the full works. If I'm splitting a crankcase, I use my crankcase, my Tusk one. If I'm setting a conrod, I use my Tusk kit for that as well. But this leak down tester is really good, and let me tell you what a leak down tester does. So a leak down tester will detect if your head gasket, your base gasket, your valves, anything like that, you've got leaks on your system, okay? Whereas just a cylinder head compression tester won't give you true values, okay? That's because you screw it into your spark plug, you crank your engine over, and your little dial goes up. But when you crank your engine over, all your valves are opening and closes, your intake, your exhaust, so you're going to lose compression through that, so it's never a true reading, okay? Now, with this leak down tester kit, the key word is leak down tester, and it comes with a full set of instructions, and there is a YouTube video on Rocky Mountain ATV, right? That's where this kit comes from them, on how to use this. It goes through a full practical video on how to use it. So this end gets connected up like to your compression tester, and then your other side goes into one of your valves, and then it goes into where your spark plug goes. And then you pump it up to a certain compression reading with your engine set at a certain setting, okay? And it tells you in the instructions here where to set it on the stroke, so your intake valves or your exhaust valves are not open, etc. It says ensure that the engine is on the compression stroke so the valves are closed. That's so it can pressurize the system up and give you a true reading of you know, where you possibly may have a leak, whether it be through your gaskets or your valves. So it tells you if you've got worn valve seals, worn valves, piston rings. It's easily identifiable with this bit of kit, and it is good quality kit. So if you've bought a new engine, first thing you do on a new engine is do a leak down test kit on it, because you can take the engine out or do it in the bike and you can see what state of play you're looking at. As always, I say, take your rocker cover off, check your valve clearances and stuff like that. Have a look inside your valve guides, see if it's worn, shim it, right? Save your engine, and you do that on every engine. But if you've inherited a second-hand engine, or you've got an older engine and, you know, the performance ain't as good as what it should have been and stuff like that, and you're thinking, you know, have I got worn rings? Is it time to do this? Is it time to do that? You don't know anything about it. Get yourself a leak down test kit and run the test on it. And this is a good bit of kit. This is a Tusk one. I got it from Rocky Mountain ATV. And I got these two on the same order. It's just a more thorough process than doing a cylinder compression test, because when you do a cylinder compression test, you're cranking your bike over without your spark plug in, and your electric starts going around and you see your little dial going up and stuff like that. But when you turn it off, when you stop cranking it, you've got no idea which way your valves are open or closed, your intake or your exhaust. So you're going to lose a lot of compression, or not gain a lot of compression through that. It'll just give you a sort of reading, you know, not as good as what a full leak down tester does. So, like I said, on Rocky Mountain ATV, there is a lot of videos on the products, and these guys are very true, tried and tested individuals with kit and ATV and off-road biking. They really are. I only wish that there was as much detail with UK companies, and I've followed, say, Rocky Mountain for a while now. The only ball ache is it's abroad, and you know, it's in dollars and stuff like that, but I didn't get stung for any stupid taxes for this when it come. I don't know if the value was under the tax value threshold. You'll have to check on that yourself. But as far as kit and caboodle go, yeah, I can't fault it. I have used it. It is good. And get yourself one if you want the proper kit. Only drawback is you need some sort of compressor or something to attach to it to pressurise it up if you ain't got a compressor. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.